This year we've taken a look at many luxury crossovers, from the sporty and fun to the luxurious and comfortable. But there's a few contenders in this market that often get overlooked when buying a vehicle for less than $50,000. The Acura RDX has experienced changes throughout the years to become an intriguing option, one that's affordable, practical, and reasonably enjoyable to drive. With the price of new vehicles continuing to increase, the RDX may find itself as being very appealing for buyers on a budget. But for those not enamored with the wide range of European vehicles in this segment, it's possible that Acura might have the crossover for you. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy an Acura RDX. We all know that crossovers are the practical choice on the market. However, some compact SUVs are going to offer a limited amount of interior room, where you may feel a bit claustrophobic. But the RDX isn't one of those vehicles, as with the higher roofline, headroom will be abundant. But more importantly for the second row, the lack of a center hump is going to give you the ability to squeeze in one more passenger, as shoulder room is pretty impressive. Some rivals in this segment are realistically only able to accommodate 4 people, and that's where the RDX shows its value, as we believe you could have 3 kids in the back. It doesn't stop there though, as for rear cargo space you're looking at right around 30 cubic feet of room behind the second row seats, which is going to place the RDX closer to the top of the list for dimensions in this market. You'll have an additional compartment beneath the floor for extra storage, and when you fold the second row seats, that space will double in size, so you can load up this crossover with larger items if you're moving furniture. We can't forget about the front seating area, especially for the A-Spec trim, as you have heated and ventilated leather seats with ultra suede inserts, providing a decent amount of bolstering and comfort. Despite not having the most intuitive dashboard layout since the RDX doesn't offer a touchscreen, everything is within arm's reach, so you can spend less time focusing on changing the drive mode or climate control and instead keep your eyes on the road ahead. Hopefully in the future Acura does get rid of the trackpad and replace it with something more responsive and user-friendly, because the cabin and driving environment is pretty comfortable and engaging, but there definitely needs to be some upgrades to make the RDX more appealing as a daily driver. Where Acura has stepped up their game in recent years is with the designs of their vehicles, as they become more dynamic in demeanor and road presence, while also finding a right balance with their trim levels to appeal to buyers who want luxury or sporty aesthetics. An RDX that is equipped with the A-Spec package is going to be given gloss black accents for the front grille and other trim pieces found throughout for a nice color contrast. Adding to the modern and streamlined look is the LED headlights and fog lights for better illumination at night. But all the minor design aspects that make up the front fascia gives the RDX this sense of being in motion at all times, even when stationary. The same can be said for the rest of the exterior, as the sportier roofline and sharp bylines distinguishes the RDX from other crossovers on the road, and the upgraded 20-inch wheels helps with the athletic design. As you make your way to the back, LED taillights, dual exhaust outlets, and more gloss black completes the overall look. And despite not receiving the most amount of attention compared to rivals, the RDX has a nice road presence in any configuration, whether you go with the technology or advanced packages. Acura's recent obsession with performance-inspired driving has led the brand down a road that very few traverse in this segment and price range, and that's by offering a fun and engaging driving experience out of the box, even for a mid-level trim. There's a decent amount of feedback when cornering, and the steering has a nice weight to it to add a hint of sportiness when you're on back roads. The standard 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that puts out 272 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque that is also paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission is more than sufficient to get you on the highway quickly and safely. A respectable 6.4 second 0 to 60 time isn't going to be an eye-opener. However, the transmission shifts smoothly to give you the sensation that it's quicker than it really is. As with most current Acuras, the RDX's core strength is its handling ability, as this crossover has the feeling of being agile, rather than being docile and numb like some competitors. While some could make the argument that the RDX leans a bit more towards the athletic side of things when it comes to the driving dynamics instead of being a true luxury crossover, it's a great option if you're looking for engagement behind the wheel and still retaining the practicality you expect from vehicles of this size. In 2021, car prices could very well be the deciding factor when purchasing a new vehicle. Luxury compact crossovers certainly aren't the most affordable in the eyes of many Americans, especially with higher trims and specifications that can make the final cost exceed $60,000. For instance, a base model BMW X3 xDrive 30i comes in at $45,700, and the Audi Q5 is just a mere $100 more affordable at $45,600. The Acura RDX, on the other hand, starts at $42,000 if you opt for the super handling all-wheel drive system. And the model in this review is an A-Spec, which gives you aggressive looks, heated and ventilated front seats, and more importantly, a final price of $47,650. Even with the fully loaded Advanced, you'll be paying right around $50,000. Of course, you will be sacrificing a bit when it comes to features, as technology is certainly lacking, and the RDX could objectively be looked at as being somewhat outdated. However, if you can overlook all of that, you'll more than likely save money when buying your next crossover. Acura for the most part has always been overlooked in the luxury market, regardless of segment, and that's mostly due in part to Americans preferring German engineering, but also all the attention and emphasis being on performance rather than practicality and daily drivability. There's no denying that Acura does fall behind when it comes to technology, as the lack of a full digital gauge cluster and touchscreen for the RDX puts it at a disadvantage against the BMWs and Audis of the world. However, for a luxury compact crossover, the RDX does a lot well, like being comfortable, sporty, providing a lot of interior space, and more importantly, being affordable. While it may not be the flashiest or most tech-driven vehicle in this market, it does fill the role as being a good family crossover if you are on a budget. Despite needing some minor updates to the interior, there is no question that the Acura RDX is underappreciated. And if you're looking for luxury outside of Europe, the RDX should at the very least be on your list of considerations when searching for a compact crossover. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the Acura RDX. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying an RDX or any other compact luxury crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.